From what DICE has revealed so far, it's clear that Battlefield 5 is not destined to be an era-authentic World War II game. It's going to take creative liberties, similar to Battlefield 1, and offer up some unknown locations, untold stories, and new gameplay opportunities for players of the game. In terms of locations, we only have some general language right now, but looking beyond the launch content, we might be in for a bit of a throwback to Battlefield 1942. Executive producer on the Battlefield franchise, Alexander Grondal, replied to a Battlefield fan shortly after the reveal of the game, who asked whether it was likely we would see some fan-favourite maps from Battlefield 1942, the original Battlefield game, return in Battlefield 5, considering they do share the same war setting. Alex responded, "Considering my fave BF is 1942, I'll leave it at that." The fans specifically mentioned Omaha Beach and El-Alamein, which are fairly well-known battles that occurred during World War II. Battlefield 5 to begin with, when the game launches, will focus on the fall of Europe, an earlier stage of World War II. Theatres include France, Northern Europe in Norway, Rotterdam in the Netherlands, and North Africa. Now, El-Alamein and Omaha Beach as maps do fit into those theatres, but they don't take place specifically during the fall of Europe, late 1939 and into 1940. The Omaha Beach landings occurred in 1944, and the two battles of El-Alamein took place in 1942 and 1944 respectively, with Battlefield 1942, of course, taking the first battle as its setting for the map. Also, with Alex hinting at this, DICE would then not be sticking to the unexpected location mantra that they've been sticking to since they revealed the game. My theory is here, based on Alex's tweet, that DICE is planning to add these kind of maps later on after the launch of Battlefield 5, tying them into the Tides of War live service. Tides of War, as I mentioned, starts with the fall of Europe, and then, through the narrative of World War II, will add more content and locations through chapters as the game's life cycle progresses. We could well then see El-Alamein as a map make a reappearance later down the line during the Tides of War when we reach a 1942 period. The same could also be said for Omaha Beach, maybe as well just a little bit later on when the game transitions into a 1944 period. I, for one, would love to see the Wake Island map make it into Battlefield 5 as well. Such an iconic map that's been in countless Battlefield games that I know veterans of the franchise would really enjoy. Now, of course, this is all just speculation. At this point, the only information we can really confirm as 100% true is anything released from the official Battlefield website and social media channels, and the information handed out in the closed doors presentation to myself and lots of other community members and press by DICE and EA before the main reveal last week. I think my theory is pretty solid though. It makes sense for DICE to reintroduce some fan favourite maps from the original title, and that they come as part of the Tides of War when that reaches the right moment during its journey through World War II. But what do you guys think? Would you like to see some older Battlefield maps make it into Battlefield 5? Of course, with the game set during World War II, or using it as a setting, it would be difficult, I think, to implement a lot of maps from the modern war titles that have released recently, but there might even be potential for a World War II Operation Metro map. Perhaps that's a topic for another day. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on. Click that bell next to the subscribe button. That way you won't miss any of my future videos, and I'll be back tomorrow with some solid Battlefield 5 information. But until then, my name is Westie, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.